Hello, truck driver. Tonight we're hanging out in Denver, Colorado at the TA. There's a couple things about cooking I want to show you. Surviving on the road is very important. Back when I first started trucking, I used to eat a lot of that truck stop food. It was very expensive and very unhealthy. I was terrible. I was overweight, I was obese. Recently I started cooking in my truck and learning how to survive from people that teach us how to survive, like to give us good advice. I think it's very important to listen to things that we don't know. Understand and learn things from people. Sorry about that. It's CB. Alright, so what I'm doing tonight, I want to show you something kind of cool. First of all, I never cook in my truck without being able to clean my hands with rubbing alcohol. Rubbing alcohol, very important to keep your hands and silverware clean. Love the smell of alcohol. Rubbing alcohol. Yeah, there might be some rules on that. Anyway, okay, so here we jump up into the deal. This is jalapeno. I chop up my jalapenos to go in my pot roast. Tonight we're making a country style pork rub pot roast. It's really easy. You take your little pork, this country style pork. It's got a lot of good flavor. It's really easy to cook. The reason you see that liner on that pot roast, that slow cooker, is because I don't like to do dishes a lot. That liner, all you gotta do is pull it out. You know, pull it out. You don't even gotta wash that thing. So I'm real happy about that. Here's a little secret I haven't taught too many people. You'll put your salt and pepper in there, sure, your salt, your pepper. But this is kind of neat. All you gotta do is put some hickory rub in there. Hickory. I prefer KC Masterpiece hickory on pork because that's what I like. Yeah. And there's other ways you can do a pot roast. There's other ways you can do a pot roast. That's verde sauce from the Roach Coach. Can you smell it? I'll put the verde sauce in there. It's got some heat. Bam! I actually have two of them. You see that right there? I love verde sauce. I don't like red sauce. I like verde, which means green in Spanish. Then I'm going to take my jalapenos, put them in there. It's a roasted jalapeno, by the way. It's not just a cut jalapeno. It's been roasted. You can tell by the black on it. I'll get it off that Roach Coach and I'll get it roasted. They'll roast it for me. Good. Take my tongs. I like these kind of tongs. I don't like those flat aluminum ones. Mix it up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Mix it up a little bit. Mix it. I'll use that right there. Okay. Now the hard part. My cameraman is off tonight, so I got to do all this by myself. I'm going to take the slow cooker. There you go. I use my slow cooker down here because it's a little easier. It's a little easier to use down here. My slow cooker is it's connected to that power inverter right there. That's a power inverter that I bring in from the battery underneath the truck. So, it's kind of a neat slow cooker. It's got a lock lid. Just pull this up, make it all nice and neat. It only takes 2 hours, dude. It's really easy to cook. See if I can do this with one hand. There you go. I just did it with one hand. Pretty heavy stuff. Tuck it over the edge. When I'm driving, when I'm driving, I'll usually use the slow cooker in the last hour. That way I have an hour off duty, so I'll start it. I'll start it an hour before the end of my drive, the last 60 miles of my drive. Oh, I see. Bam. Kind of neat. Then we come over here, we turn it on. Bam. What I'll do is I'll turn it on. I'll put it on high. Those ribs only need 2 hours. I'll give them 3 at the most, but that's overcooked. I'll go 2.5. Then I go start. Bam. I'll start those ribs. Start those ribs. Then, like that just took 5 friggin' minutes. Then I got my, my beans, my green beans. The steamer bag that goes in that microwave right there. It takes 4 minutes. Then I got the rice that takes 2 minutes. I have butter and soy sauce to go with my rice because I love butter and soy sauce. That's pretty much it. You guys learning from the best. I've been out here doing this a lot of years. I don't need a truck stop much. I don't like that. I don't like that food. And the way I became eating at truck stops was obese, fat. So this is my own home cooking stuff. I got it set up on the top bunk of my bed. That's all. Kick it on back if you have any comments or questions.